What's up, guys? Back with me is here with the Fosters, Season 2, Episode 6, Mother. Okay, so this episode starts off with Lena dreaming about having her baby with Steph, and we know it's a dream because she wakes up from it. So Steph goes to confront Aunt Anna, and Mike reveals that he's helping her, that he's helping her, and Anna reveals that Mike's helping her, and she reveals that she was do, doing drugs while she was pregnant with Steph with Jesus Mariana, and I agree with Mike here where Mike says that was a little below saying about drugs while she was pregnant, and she was like, can we take that thing? And Steph is like, how could you team up with her? She lied, manipulated, and threatened her family, and she was like, yeah, she's sick, and she's like, she used our son to try to extort us, Mike, and she's like, I know she did terrible things because she's sick, and she's like, and he's like, you wouldn't understand, you're not an addict, and she's like, I don't want any part of it, and he's like, then stay out of my business. So Jesus and Mariana are doing a bunch of this door slamming because Jesus being mad at Mariana because the last episode, and yeah, so they start speaking a bunch of da da da, Haley da da da, sleeping with da da da, and she's like, and she's like sleeping together, and she's like, no, they're sleeping together. And she's like, what about Emma? And she's like, we broke up. And now he's trying to string Haley along or something. So, I told her. So, yeah, Mariana, your friend told you. Stop lying, Mariana. You're trying to protect your friend's butt. But we all know that Haley Hines is not a nice person. So stop trying to protect your butt, Mariana. She needs to, anyway. Yeah. So Lena tries to call the doctor, but then Steph gets a call from Mariana about how Brandon took Lena to the emergency room, but we don't get to see that emergency room because next time after the intro we see Lena and she's on the bed during bed rest, and Steph, but Lena allowed some people to look. They're selling the bed that Sharon gave them. Poor Sharon, like, poor Steph's mom. She probably gave them probably paid a lot of money for that bed, and then in episode 11, and now they're just gonna, or actually episode 12, I'm sorry, episode 11. In episode 11 of season 1, and now they're just gonna get rid of it in episode 6 of season 2. Poor Sharon, like, she probably paid a lot of money. Yeah, but one person tried to smell the bed you're in. These other guys are Chinese and they talk, and one guy tried to smell their blood in their urine and something else in the bed, and it's so gross. This guy is so weird, but it's also so gross that he's trying to smell it. But I think they actually next time we see them, they're playing games on the bed or playing games on a bed. I don't know which one, but they probably got a new bed, or that's the same bed. I don't know, but so Mike does tell Steph about what happened. He started yelling at Anna, and then he got drunk, came back another night, and then Danny found him passed out, blood on him, so he didn't kill Anna. But when he found out he was in a crack house, all he wanted to do was help her, and he promised he would never drink again. Sorry, Danny, but Mike says he'll never drink again. So Mike even tells Lena that he's hoping to have a baby with Danny, which got like, Mike, you might want to retract that statement when you find out what she almost did when she slept with your son. You might not want to do that. Mike, you picked the wrong time. But yeah, so Brandon's kind of being rude to Danny, kind of saying, yeah, kind of saying some stuff to Danny. Stuff like Brandon, because she's like, but she doesn't know that Brandon and Danny slept together, so of course she doesn't know why Brandon's being so cold to Danny, but we do. We know, and she kind of deserves that after what she did, blaming him for something that was her fault, what she could have prevented. She deserves being cold. She deserves being ignored. She deserves it for blaming Brandon for something that she could prevent it. But anyway, no, nothing against that. Nothing against that. There's nothing against that, everyone. I'm sorry. But yeah, so yeah, so so yeah. So one day in class, Mariana gets called, and she's like, "What's going on?" And we get cut to Lena, the doctor, and Lena's like, and the Lena's baby has only been 26 weeks, but it's supposed to be 24. So Lena's like, "Hey, let's do this. She should be on a bed rest," and she's like, "Yeah, but that wouldn't be safe for your baby, Lena." So so Lena's like, "What's going on?" And the doctor's like, "Hey, we can't force her to have her baby." So yeah, so Lena talking to Steph, she's like, "Hey," she's like, "Hey, hey, what?" She's like, "Hey, they." Lena's like, I have faith that she's gonna pull through," but Steph's like, "I have no faith." But she's like, "Good that they have faith for the both of them." And she goes out, and yeah, poor Lena, like, now her baby's being left in the balance. Either it's not gonna happen or it is. Like, it's in the balance, everyone. It's in the balance. But anyway, yeah. So Dana, Lena's mom, comes after not being seen since season 1, episode 15, and she basically gives Lena some advice about how every mom feels that their kids are not going to love them as much as they do, and yeah, so yeah, so Brandon did go. Wyatt went to Brandon about what's going on with Callie, and Brandon was like, "Bro, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about." They never gave him a book on understanding Callie, so he's like, "They're not friends." So Brandon, wait, wow, Brandon, why to be mean to the guy? He came to you for advice on Callie. You have to say you're not friends. Like, wow, what a mean guy Brandon is sometimes. Like, he and Wyatt deserve to be friends because Wyatt's a cool guy. He's my boy Wyatt, and Brandon's my boy Brandon. So they better be friends. So yeah, so yeah, so Brandon's like, hey Callie, every time you push away someone, every time you push away someone, every time you don't want to talk about your problem, the more you push away your friend. And Callie just says, "Yeah, we gotta get inside." So Brandon, you should listen to him, Callie, because Brandon's kind of right here. But yeah, so Callie and Wyatt are talking on the porch where Callie reveals that Lena lost her baby, which is sad. And Callie reveals that she was raped by Liam, and actually Wyatt just says, "By that guy who," and Callie just doesn't let him finish. She just says, "Yeah." Yeah, and Callie and Wyatt are like, Callie's like, "I need a break to figure out stuff," and Wyatt's like, "Take as long as you need." So while he's on a break, so yeah, and then this girl comes in. And with her unicorn, and yeah, and even Stephanie are like, so yeah. So anyway, I thought this episode was really sad. It was a sad one. I really didn't think this episode would be sad. I thought that the baby was gonna push through. We were going to have Lena's baby push through, but no, they couldn't let that happen. They had to let her die. Like, they had to let Lena's baby die. Like, we were going to have Lena's baby, but they had to do this to us. Episode. Okay, so yeah. So yeah. So I thought the episode was really sad, as I just said, but Callie and Brandon talk about Callie, about how Callie doesn't allow anyone to when Callie feels something, she doesn't talk about it, and the more people she's gonna push her, the more people that go to her, the more people she's away. So yeah, I like that scene. It's just like, and yeah, I just like that scene. It's just like, and Callie saying, "Hey, we gotta get inside," like not allow, like not saying you're right, Brandon. It's just like, come on, Callie, he is right. We've seen, and yeah, even Jude finally talked in this episode. Jude finally talked because Callie was like, she's not. It was like, if you don't want me to hang out with the Quins, that's fine. And she was like that she's not gonna run away again. Jude is her relationship or something, and Jude says okay, like yeah. I just like this scene because Callie says a lot of stuff about how Jude feels like he's being like Jude feels like he's not in control of her own life. He is, and Jude, and after Callie says about how she's not hanging out with Quins and all that stuff, and how she's not gonna run away from Jude. Jude says, okay, I like this. But anyway, that was the end of this episode. I enjoyed this one. Next episode, I will be looking at this one. So anyway, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next, The Fosters. I'll see you guys.